Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to the EVES auction room where dreams can come true. But the control of those dreams is entirely over to you, folks. My name is Churchill Road Sold. I'll simply be working our way through the proceedings here today to assist you in purchasing or selling your property, whichever way it is. We wish you the best in your endeavours. But my role today is to simply finish off and coattail the fantastic work that our EVES team have been doing out there in the marketplace. Of course, providing you with all the documentation that you need to complete your research, your homework, your due diligence, and all your investigations to make sure that the property that you're here to buy is the one that is suitable to you. I don't do it by myself though, folks. I've got a great team with me. I've got Jordan, Craig and Karen. If your bids don't take you to the owner's reserve price, we'll simply pause the auction. At that point in time, one of the team will step in. They'll keep working with you to give you the opportunity to keep talking to our vendors. We're here to help you and see if we can't reach agreement here this afternoon. If we do reach agreement, it will come back to me. I'll then put the property to the floor and sell to the highest bidder. But if we don't reach agreement and I have to close the auction, just remember that anybody can come forward afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. So my advice to you is today is to compete in amongst the limited competition rather than waiting until afterwards, and all you'll do is increase your competition afterwards with those conditional buyers, and they are running rampant out there in the marketplace. We've also got Robin. She'll look after all the technology. She'll make your bids come up on the screen there. And of course, at this juncture, I always take the opportunity to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the EVES auction and joining us here today. Let's have a look at the documentation, folks. Your bids today are, of course, on the basis we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide. They are, of course, available in the stand outside of the auction room, but they've also been made available through your personal contact with your salespeople, and of course on the table in the kitchen at the respective homes, on the open homes as well. So you bid on the basis we've provided that document. So let's cut to the chase and go straight to the very important one, of course, and that is the contract of sale, circulated in draft form. And if there's been any additions, deletions, any changes to that draft contract, I will alert you to that prior to your bidding. But the finalised contracts are also available in the stand outside of the auction room. So to really just shorten the whole process up, folks, your bidding today tells me that you've read, understood, accept that contract, you've done your due diligence, you are also bidding on the basis you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights to requisition. So that's what you see up there on the screen there. I haven't put that up there expecting you to read it word for word in a short time, but basically what it does is it summarises and outlines the conduct of auction, which is set out on the front page. And again, by way of your bidding today, I'm going to assume that you have read and understood that. A couple of important points that I do clarify for you first though, folks. One is vendor bidding. Now, vendor bids will only be used by the auctioneer. They will not be submitted by anybody else. I'm the only one authorised to submit vendor bids. It is simply a technique to work alongside you and work with you if you are the only one that's bidding on the property. Right? They'll only use them if there's only one person that's participating in the auction. I'm always well below the seller's reserve price. Vendor bid is simply to work alongside you, work with you, to get you to what I call the negotiating platform where we pause the auction. Again, remind you it is below the seller's reserve price, and we'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions at that juncture. If at any stage throughout the bid sequences here today you are not sure as to who is holding the bid or where it is, just ask me, and I'm more than happy to clarify it for you, but I'm usually fairly clear throughout the bid sequence as well. So just going through that with you folks to give you bidding confidence. There is still that little bit of a myth out there in the marketplace that vendor bids are used to trick people into bidding and that sort of thing. Absolute rubbish. It is simply a technique to help you, again, if you are the only bidder that's participating in the auction. Your obligations when the hammer falls in your favour, folks, well, excellent, great results, congratulations. But before you commence your celebrations, two simple tasks required of you. One is, of course, your autograph. That goes on the contract, seals the deal, and, of course, payment of your deposit. Comes as no surprise. Yes, we do require a deposit, folks, in accordance with the contract. 10% payable today. Facilities out there in reception to assist you to pay that online. And of course, once that's all done, then we're all tickety we're set to go. 10% of the purchase price unless you've made alternative arrangements prior to the auction with our sellers. Any questions at this juncture, folks? No? We're all good to go. I'd like to welcome one of our colleagues from our opposition as well, Jude. Now, I always knew you as Jude Wood, so nice to see you, Jude. Welcome along. See, we're a big happy family in the real estate industry here, folks. We all work together. Our sole goal is to help people move from one chapter of their lives to the next. Talking about helping people move from one chapter of their lives to the next, we had a property at number 27 Pacific Parkway, was scheduled to be auctioned today. Some purchasers came along, presented the vendors with an offer, worked with the vendors over a few days there, and eventually that property reached agreement. The property was sold prior to auction day. So that was marketed by Rachel Martin from our Papamoa office. So of course, congratulations there to our buyers and our sellers as well. Which takes us to the first one up today, and that's the property at 26A Churchill Road. Now, this is not Gary Lee that's walking across the front of the auction room. This is actually Terry Gregory. She's actually standing in for Gary because I believe Gary's away, and he's. I hope he's wearing a dry suit because he could be getting pretty wet out there. He's away playing Masters hockey. Somebody said the other day he was captaining the Masters hockey team.
Oh, no, they did get man of the match.
Did he?
Did.
Oh, he's a legend. He's a legend, our little Gary Lee from our EVES on camera officer. This is New Zealand as well. I will be reprimanded afterwards because the manager of it is standing over here as well. Ray Wilson, I saw the look in his eye. Okay, 26A Churchill Road, folks. It's a property that's more than meets the eye. It's more than what you could ask for when it comes to space and family living as well. Of course, Gary and Terry have been doing a great job making sure that you've been circulated with all the necessary documentation. So, covering off the legal aspects of it, just a quick reminder that the gas fire, it does stay, but it's on an as-is-whereas basis, no vendor warranties. As far as the gas fire is concerned, 15 working days from today's date is still our settlement date. So any other changes to the channels list? No additions, deletions there. If you go into the record of title in the South Auckland Registry Office titled 351873, that will tell you that it's a freehold estate and you purchased 493 square metres of good old solid Kiwi terra firma here at 26A Churchill Road. All right, you've got decks coming up here, or decks bigger than the Titanic there for you to enjoy. It's certainly almost the size of a dance hall out there. So imagine the parties that you're going to have at 26A Churchill Road. Your housewarming party is going to be an absolute ripper, especially with that deck. And look at the views. So you can just about visualise yourselves there now. And your own outdoor furniture out there, perhaps an outdoor fire going at this time of the year as you imbibe on into the evening, watching the city lights dance into life there, full moon across the water of the harbour there, just absolutely stunning indeed. Magical views by day and by night is what I would suggest that you get here at 26A Churchill Road. On the interior of the home, well, it just oozes character and charm. The work from home facilities, well, that complements your 4 bedrooms as well. You've got the large rumpus room downstairs, easy care grounds, an absolutely outstanding location. We do not get a lot of properties in this location, do we? It's such a popular location, and of particular popularity over recent weeks at the marketing is 26A Churchill Road. I can tell you now today, folks, if you do not purchase the property here today at the auction, I can almost guarantee that you will be in competition afterwards. I alluded to that in my preamble here. This property has got people that are hoping it doesn't sell today. They're what we call those conditional buyers with cash interest. I'm here to work with you. That's my role as the auctioneer. I only work with cash. Cash is king. Who says go? What might the quantum be?
800.
At $800,000, we're underway now at $800,000. Over here on the left-hand side, appreciate your solid start there, sir. At $800,000, who takes me on the $20,000 rise from here? At 800 it'll take me to 820 if you wish. Here's your opportunity now. First call now at $800,000, advancing for 20 if you will here. Second time, third. Last opportunity, quickly in or out now. Helping you alongside then, sir, at 820 on my behalf there, as a vendor bid at 820, do we say 840 for you?
830.
830, happy to take it to 10 as well, at $830,000. There it is over here on the left-hand side. I'll treat everybody else exactly the same. No telephone bidders registered for this one. Your opportunity is here today, folks, at $830,000 even. We'll call it 3 times, folks. Put another 10 in, make it 840 if you will. at $830,000. If I don't get any further bids, folks, I'm going to be fair to these folks over here. We'll pause and talk at that level. First call now at $830,000. Are we in or out? Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Great bids over here at $830,000. Can you see if you can assist the folks, please? Right, moving on, 87 Busby Road is the next one. Grace Anderson has been responsible for the marketing of this property. Grace is unable to be here with us today, but Siobhan, her manager, is certainly representing her. And of course, we wish Grace all the best with what she's going through at the moment. This property here, folks, located on the outskirts of Kati Kati, it really is, as I mentioned in my preamble, this room is a place where dreams come true. So is 87 Busby Road. The legal aspects of the property, a freehold estate, 1.4795 hectares is what's on offer here. The channels listed certainly it stipulates the fridge freezer in there, but there are no warranties with the fridge freezer itself. So that's on an as is, where is basis. A couple of additional changes were made to the contract just for absolute 100% clarity. The security system and the smoke alarms, they've been clarified. The smoke alarms were called, what were they, fire systems or something like that. It's only, we're talking about the smoke fire alarms here, but they're not. It's just the smoke alarms, and a remote for the shed has been added to the channels list as well. So just making sure that you are fully aware of that. 16th of June 2023 was your settlement date for this property. I will also remind you of clause 23, purchasers acknowledge and accept that you've been fully informed that the bathroom located in the hobby room may not comply with the Building Act. And there is no mention of a building permit or consent specifically for that bathroom in the LIM report obtained by the Western Bay District Council. Accordingly, the vendor warranties under clause 9.35 are deleted in relation to the bathroom. And clause 24, of course, in your favour, the vendor shall, from the date of this agreement, being today's date, of course, until possession date, not fell or remove any trees, fences, or land structures. So that's there for your benefit here at 87 Busby Road. Any other changes? No? All good to go. So, if you're looking for something to work from home, tick. If you're looking for something with large shedding, tick. That hobby room that I mentioned, it certainly complements an already extremely spacious home here in Busby Road, and of course you've got that quality build right throughout. Absolutely impeccable presentation of the home there. You've got great landscaping right surrounding you as well. You've got that outside fireplace to entertain with ease, and you will absolutely enjoy that. And of course the opportunity to bring all your toys and house them in the 3-car garaging, and then of course on top of that, if you've really got lots of toys, you've got the high stud double shed as well. I think probably it's just about high enough to get a good sized boat and so just absolutely fantastic facilities here at 87 Busby Road. I would suggest, guys, that this property is certainly worthy of north of $1.4 million, but I'd happy to take 1.4 start. Here to work with cash interest only. Looking for an opening bid now, definitely worthy of north of 1.4. But happy to work with you from that level. But you need to be quick. Your opportunity is now. First call now for a start. Second, final opportunity for any cash interests. Obviously none here today, Siobhan. We're going to close the auction, hand it back to you and leave you to continue to do a bit of work with that one. I know we've had some buyers that have been looming, but not quite in a position to cash, so the auction's now closed. You can go and talk to those people. Thank you. Right, moving on, 23 Podium Place is the next one on offer here for you today. Certainly a wonderful welcoming home there with the benefits of some cosmetic and functional upgrades as well. So you really are in for a wonderful life ahead at 23 Podium Place. Sarah Brown from our Bethlehem office is the one that you've met at the front door at the open homes and taking you through on your personal viewings. Just looking at the legal aspects of it, there was a fridge in the channels list that has been removed. And as far as the alarm is concerned, it's never been used. The code is unknown, so you buy the alarm. It does stay, but it is on an as-is, where-is basis. Any other changes to the channels list here? No? Quick working base, is that still our settlement date? With flexibility around that if you need an alternative date. So that ticks up all those aspects of it. It is a freehold estate, folks. 502 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title SA 64B, folio 327. 20 working days. I've already covered that bit off. We don't need to go over that again. Right, now back to the script on what this property has to offer. Have a look at that. Upgraded kitchen, absolute brilliant facility to cook up, storm, or just whip up a quick snack in the middle of the night. Everything is there in that upgraded kitchen. You've also got, I mentioned it's had some functional and cosmetic upgrades. You've got the carpets, blinds, curtains, they've all been replaced. The lighting has all been replaced with LED lighting. So those are just a few of the upgrades. There's been some paint splashed around just to give it a good freshen up. This property here, folks, has had the same owner since it was new in the 1990s. I mention that purely and simply because that tells a very clear story about the comfort that this home offers you and the lifestyle that you are going to endure when you take possession in just that 20 working days' time. A great place for longevity of occupation. Elevated to ensure you get all the afternoon sun that the bay has got to offer. A little bit lethargic on the sun this week, but I'm sure it will come back again. But when you are at home here at 23 Boating Place, you will get to enjoy that sunshine when it's there. You've got that practical, spacious outdoor living facilities. Again, I mentioned with that, if you like imbibing into the night there, a bit of a outdoor fire going, that sort of thing. You already see the barbecue on the screen there. Going to be some great summer fun there when summer eventually comes back around. Boating Place, a very popular Bethune street, nice and handy to everything that our beautiful city has got to offer. Easy access into the CBD, easy access down onto the expressway, easy access out to the bottom of the Kaiwais, and certainly nice easy access out to the Bethlehem Shopping Centre, which has pretty much got everything you need anyway. So garden centres, everything is there. So in your hands, buyers, 23 Boating Place. Again, here to work with cash interest. Who says go? And what is your quantum? Boating Place. Nice, quiet location. You're going to fit in perfectly, folks. Who'd like to say go? First call, second time for cash. That's all the options for. Third, final opportunity for you to challenge. Okay, close the auction. How much do we need, Sarah? Is your fuel tank in your car full? Because I reckon, I'll throw it off there, right? I reckon once you announce this price, I reckon your phone is going to be ringing flat out. How much do we need to buy this property?
You just need $1,025,000.
$1,025,000, folks. Think about what I've just been saying about the property. If you're watching via the live stream, think about what I've said. Go back, replay, and have a listen to what I've said about the property. Tell your friends, because I can tell you now, that signboard is going to have a sold sticker on it in no time indeed. The property is available at $1,025,000. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Grant.
Back to 26A Churchill Road, folks. I've got an amended bid now at $861,000. If you could just confirm that bid for me, please, folks.
Yes.
At $861,000, my instructions, folks. On the market, selling away now to these folks at the back of the room at $861,000 for the one of a better bid. That's the 5 on top. Here's your opportunity. Having to take a single all day long. I'll even take a $500 bid. They call me Grant the Friendly Auctioneer. Your opportunity is here. Once I call now at $861,000, the hammer's up. Don't let it come down and crush your Churchill Road dreams. Second call now, are we in or out? Third, last opportunity. It goes, it goes. Sold to you folks at $861,000. And of course, for those buyers that haven't quite been in a position to be able to buy the property, sorry, you're back on the open home trial. The property is now sold. Right, moving on now, 129 Rosedale Drive. Amy Gray and Owen Phelps from our EVES on Cameron office have been marketing this property. Certainly a property that's extremely well designed, solidly constructed and situated in a well-established, popular residential area out there on that side of our wonderful city. It's a freehold estate, 803 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. All described in record of title at 271804. 14th of July, team, is the settlement date. Any changes to the chattels list? I knew there would have been a few two off the job. Eyes dotted, T's crossed all the way along. So Think about the property and think about what it's got to offer, folks. You've got the dual living areas that are serviced by that modern kitchen there, and of course you've got that wonderful walk-in pantry or discovery, whatever you want to call it. Your meals are going to taste so much better when they come out of this kitchen at 129 Rosedale Drive. The north-facing living that ensures bright, warm areas, complemented by the double glazing of that aluminium joinery as well. Outdoor living, well, it's got that to absolute perfection. You've got the spacious living both indoors and outside. Just look at it there on the screen there. Just an easy flow between the two as well. You've got that covered outdoor living and plenty of extra off-street parking. All the boxes are ticked at 129 Rosedale Drive. In your hands, Myers, who says go? Give your cash in. You don't have to hold your breath when I call for an opening bid, folks. It has to be a genuine. First call now, looking for cash. Second, last chance, are we in or out? Obviously no cash here today, Alan. I know you've been talking to a number of people about property, maybe. I'm going to close the auction. I'm going to hand it back to you. A little bit more work to do, and I'm sure you've got some people that are going to be rather happy. If you are watching this property on the live stream, it is still available. I would suggest you ring our EVES on Cameron office, ask to speak to Owen or Amy, and they will update you on where you need to be from there. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Brad.
You're welcome. Alright, lucky last for the day, folks. If you don't buy this one, you're going to have to come back next week. We've got another half dozen great properties on offer next week as well. And what I can also tell you, folks, is this week we have seen a significant lift in the amount of activity on our auction properties pre-auction. So, as I mentioned earlier in my preamble, we already had one that was scheduled to be auctioned today, got sold prior. There's offers going around on other ones, so you better be quick if you want to buy one of the EVES auction properties. Forster Way is the next one and last one for the day. And if I was standing in a court dock being charged with leaving one of the best till last, I'd have no option but to plead guilty. It is an outstanding property indeed. Mainly because it's absolutely brand new. You've got that two-level home. It's located in a nice, quiet cul-de-sac. So today, so far for the auctions for the last four properties, folks, you guys are going to fit in really good in this quiet location. The freehold estate, 380 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title 987902. Now there was a clause in the contract about the settlement date being 15 days after the issue of the code compliance. That has been deleted. The code compliance certificate is now being issued. So your settlement date is 15 working days. So what you see up on the screen there is incorrect. Right, it is 15 working days from today's date, and that's when you get back your furniture truck into the driveway of Forster Way. Channels list, any other changes there?
No changes.
No changes, so on we go. Quality craftsmanship, that is clearly evident when you go through this home. As you meander through the home over the two levels, room by room, you simply see craftsmanship. Mainly because it was built by a fourth generation builder, taught by his father and his grandfather. The family tradition was taking pride in everything they do, and that has definitely happened at Forster Way. Light, bright, open plan living that opens out onto that wonderful spacious deck for you to enjoy the evenings and daytime outdoor entertaining there. Excuse me. You've got the work from home or the Airbnb option downstairs. It's got a semi-suite and its own entrance as well, so you can utilise that for whatever you may. Designed with easy living in mind, this home has got enough ground for the kids and the pets to play, but it also allows you to enjoy the bulk of your weekends exploring everything that the beaches and that wonderful location over there adjacent to Forster Way offers you. So I would suggest, I think Lisa, probably a fair reasonable start with 1.3. Yeah? I'd take a 1.3 start on this one quite happily, and more than happy to work alongside you and work with you. 1.3. Of course, you will need to be on the northern side of that, but happy to take a 1.3 start just to get you going. In fact, you can put your hand up and make a bid today. Have a conversation with the family today. Well, we bid at the EVES auction today at 1.3 million. What a great conversation that will be. You'll be quite safe. You can bid 1.3, you won't buy it at that. But happy to take a start and have a bit of fun.
I think Tara looks at me.
You're a bad lady.
Alright, first call now. Second, last chance for Forster now away. Obviously no cash today with this one, Lisa, so I'm going to close the auction, hand it back to you. If you are interested in this property, Lisa Zalkowski, she works out of our Cherrywood office. Give the office a call, ask for Lisa, and she will certainly help you from there.
Just Lisa Z. Just Lisa Z.
Right?
Ask for Lisa Z.
Lisa Long,
They don't have to say
Lisa
my
Long,
last name.
Alright, that concludes our offering today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, thanks for your attendance, your participation on that first property. Congratulations, of course, to our sellers and our buyers. And we'll catch you next week with some more great properties. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome.